Hello, my dear friends. Wishing all of you a very happy Independence Day. Today is 16th of August 2025. Yesterday was India's 79th Independence Day. And as usual, as how people should do, everywhere people were celebrating, rejoicing the day. And more than that, people nowadays is taking the Independence Day just as like any other holiday to spend, enjoy, go partying and celebrating. And it just lost the weightage that it should have with it. As I said, it has become another holiday, quote unquote, for the common people. So this is what pains my heart. Because yes, people should enjoy, be happy, but one cannot be so much recluse also to put Independence Day in the same category as any other quote unquote holiday. And seeing this is obviously painful. And as I believe that my channel is about a reflection of who I am, it is an extension of who I am. So here I only speak and talk and share those things which I believe in personally, in which I do have my faith. And so from that place of faith, today I would like to share my own feelings that today the way how we in common indulge, yes, I'm using this word knowingly and consciously, the way how we indulge in the Independence Day. If the freedom fighters who had sacrificed their lives, the young boys, the young girls, the old people, the women, the man, everyone, and especially those young bloods, during the fight of our independence, 14-year-old boys, 15 years, 16, 17, those young bloods, they just sacrificed their lives for freeing India without a single hiccup, without blinking their eyelashes for a second. For them, the Matribhumi or Bharat Ma was the prior and the most important, and to free her, they just dedicated and sacrificed their lives in no time, no seconds, without a second thought. And that's what puts me in more misery, that is this the independence we are indulging in today's world as our own Independence Day? Is this the one they had given, sacrificed their lives for? Is this the India they dreamed about? Well, according to me, absolutely not. Because if they would have seen this independence indulgence, whatever we are doing, then I suppose they wouldn't have fought for this independence. And if they are there somewhere, they are feeling ashamed of how we are indulging in this independence. Because I believe independence is not about a day to celebrate and go partying and taking it as another holiday. Independence is more about self-reflection. Independence is all about freeing our mind from the cage that we already have built inside. The cage of wildness, the cage of notoriety, the cage of, all the negatives that we can talk about. The hatred, the enviousness, the jealousy, everything. We are just, harboring that cage. Independence is about shunning and destroying that cage and becoming free in our mind, free in our heart. And that is what troubles me, pains me the most. Why? Because now, since the last some time in India, especially in Delhi and NCR, we all know what is going on with the stray dogs. And some of the judges from the Supreme Court, they had given a certain verdict of taking off all the street dogs from the streets of Delhi and NCR and putting them, according to them, quote unquote, shelter. So here my next question is, before going to the shelters and all those things, First is, I would like to share a few facts with all of you. And the few facts that I would like to share goes like this. 250 reported murders in Delhi in the first 6 months of 2025. Let me repeat it again. 250 reported murders in Delhi in the first 6 months of 2025. This is reported. Let me tell you, the unreported number is far more, because every of the things do not gets reported. So by this single statistics, you can understand what is the scenario, how vicious, how gruesome the scenario is in Delhi. Now here, double murders in Lajpat Nagar on July 2nd. A woman 42-year-old and her 14-year-old son were found murdered in their home. Again, another fact let me share with all of you. Abu Zar Zaifi, he was the rapist who was released in bail with Aman Shukla, shot the survivor while she was traveling home. A rapist is outside. His accomplice is outside, who had raped a girl and shot her. They are outside on the bail. And they are moving around on the streets of Delhi and NCR. Now, let me share another information with you all. Simapuri stabbing. On July 26th, a 22-year-old was stabbed to death with a screwdriver over a monetary dispute. 5 family members were arrested. Now, let me share with you another information. 370 reported rape cases in Delhi from Jan to March alone, 2025. Let me repeat, 370 reported rape cases in Delhi from Jan to March alone, 2025. Reported, and as I said, unreported number is far more. Now I have a question to the Honorable Judge of the Supreme Court, the judges rather, who had given this verdict of, taking off all the stray dogs from the streets of Delhi and the NCR. And here's my question also with the independence. We are talking about independence. So these judges who has given this verdict, I have a question to you, sir, with all humility and sincerity. Why don't you give the verdict to take off all these people from the streets of Delhi and NCR who indulge in this kind of gruesome activities? Where your laws at that time? Where your regulations at that time? Can you take off all these people who are doing all these gruesome, heinous crimes on the roads of Delhi and NCR? You cannot, and you are not. Otherwise, how a rapist gets a bail? How an accomplice of a rapist gets a bail? Do you have an answer, sir? You don't. So in that case, how you can give a verdict against the stray dogs to be taken off the street? If the rapists can move around freely, if the murderers can move around freely on the streets of Delhi and NCR, in that case, all the stray dogs do have their right to move around on the roads of Delhi and NCR. They have a right to move around anywhere in the world. Like you, me and every other individuals, they are also the creation of God. Sirs, you do not have any right whatsoever, legal right, humanitarian right whatsoever to take this kind of a decision and a judgment. Who has given you the right? This is my question to you on the face in camera. Who has given you the right? Here, it is the court and the judicial system that is victimizing the voiceless. Why? We believe in the justice system to get justice. When the judicial system goes haywire, when the people sitting in the seats of power give these kind of a judgment, in that case, I question this system in itself. If you have any answers, sir, please give. And by the way, I am not scared of asking this question, because I know if I haven't done anything wrong, then no power in the world can stop me from asking you the question. And no power in the world can force me to withdraw my question. And I am not scared. I go by Rabindranath Tagore and Swami Vivekananda that if I haven't done any wrong, and if I am not vocalizing anything which is wrong, then my head held high on my shoulders. So, sir, no one has given you this right or this audacity to give this kind of a judgment against these voiceless animals. Please remember, they also are like you, me, and those murderers, rapists, and every of those are the creation of God. If those people can move freely on the roads, every now, every then on the bail, then yes, the street dogs will definitely move around. You do not have any right. And also, after a point, sir, your seat will go after a point, power will go after a point. Because we all come to the seat of power for a specific period of time. After a point, it goes away. Power never stays with anyone for their whole life. Then, sir, kindly give it an empathetic thought. Karma will come upon you. Karma is very, very, you can say, you know, sir, because you are sitting in that seat of power, so I'm sure you are much more knowledgeable than me. And so you know how karma works. So it will come upon you after a point of time. And this blind judgment that you had given against these stray dogs, that shows another important thing about your sanity. You do not have any human quality in your heart. If so, you couldn't have given this kind of a judgment. Because you have the power, so you indulge in that power. Why? A voiceless animal cannot raise his voice, but we too can. An animal cannot fight, but we can. And today I am on this, when we are standing on this 79th Independence Day, I am asking the judicial system and sirs who you all have given this judgment, where is your mental independence? Why is it caged? It is caged because you are doing something which is non-empathetic. You are doing something which is against humanity. This is not a justice and a judgment. This is biased. That's why I said you can definitely take the stray dogs. But before that, please ensure all the murderers, rapists, and every of these criminals who move around on the road freely, take them off, hang them. Can you do that, sir? You cannot. You can only exercise your power on the ones who cannot fight for themselves. So today I stand with all my friends who are fighting for this cause. Today our freedom fighters who had left us with the thought of that beautiful freedom. This is not the freedom we want. We want a state, a country which is free in its thought, which is free in its values, in its moralities, in its ethics, not in the bias in this kind of a system, where in the name of power, having the power, one indulges in a wrong way, non-empathetic way. Why? And here I would like to share a few more. I would like to share a few more quotes. It's by Albert Schweitzer. We must fight against the spirit of unconscious cruelty with which we treat the animals. Animals suffer as much as we do. True humanity does not allow us to impose such sufferings on them. It is our duty to make the whole world recognize it. Until we extend our circle of compassion to all living things, humanity will not find peace. So, sir and sirs, with all due respect, whatever you are doing, it will neither allow you to be in peace, and nor it will allow all those people who are in this injustice to be in peace. And as I said, karma will come upon either today or tomorrow, but it is going to be definitely. Again, this is another quote by Leonardo da Vinci. The time will come when men such as I will look upon the murder of animals as they now look on the murder of men. Again, by George Bernard Shaw, animals are my friends and I don't eat my friends. The Animals by Alice Walker. The animals of the world exist for their own reasons. They were not made for humans any more than the black people were made for the whites or women created for men. And by Mahatma Gandhi, our very own Mahatma. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. It will become us to invoke in our daily prayers the blessings of God. If we will not practice elementary compassion towards our fellow creatures. This is a famous quote by Charles Darwin. So in this way, sir, I can keep on quoting more and more and more. And again, by Swami Vivekananda, sharing this quote, I would like to bring this post to an end. And just give me 1 minute. Swami Vivekananda emphasized compassion for all living beings, including animals, stating that the same omnipresent, omniscient soul resides in every creature, regardless of size or perceived wickedness. He believed that the difference between humans and animals lies only in the manifestation of the soul and not the soul itself. He advocated for treating animals with respect and kindness, suggesting that even a tiger should be seen as a manifestation of God. So, with this little thought once again, with a humble request to the judicial system, I just pray to all of you on the behalf of these stray dogs that, sir, please bring up your empathetic side, bring about the humanity. Justice is to serve the humanity. Justice is not to go against it. Justice is about to save the humanity, to protect and care the humanity. It is not to go against it. Power has been given to you so that you practice empathy with that power and not do things which are biased against that power. That is not expected from you, sirs. We want a dignified life for us along with all the animals who are residing beside us, because we all are the creatures of God. When Swami Vivekananda is saying that they have the soul just like us, then who you and me to deny it and decline it and to do something absolute nonsensical, where you are just traumatizing these animals who just live on the people's pity. And the next question is, when you are ordering them to take off, where are you actually ordering them to take off? Throwing them to some forest areas where the leopards, the hyenas will come and kill them? So what is the difference between, in that case, the killers, quote unquote, and you? Is the same. So, sir, once again, my humble request, kindly do justice in its true sense, not a biased one. If the rapists, murderers can roam, then these innocent animals who are always there as our protector, they also have the equal rights. You, me, no one have the right to go against the will of the God. And that is the supreme. So thank you so much, all of you. And yes, my voice will always be raised for the voiceless till the time they are not getting the justice. Independence will come when each and every of my fellow beings, whether they are plants, animals, any other creature, live in harmony and peace and with love and care along with us. That will be the time when I myself will enjoy the Independence Day. Till then, it is not independence. Thank you.